California is in a wildfire crisis, and its leaders, legislators, and the governor have stepped up and responded accordingly to protect homes, lives, and communities. It's clear that business as usual is not working, and all of us feel the extreme impacts of catastrophic wildfire. In recent years, the legislature and Governor Newsom launched a series of actions and investments to confront this reality head-on. New laws, an emergency proclamation, an executive order, from investments in prevention and protection to propelling wildfire resilience projects to giving communities the tools to be ready. A critical part of these historic actions is the governor's and legislators' direction to the California Board of Forestry and Fire Protection to strengthen defensible space standards for Californians in wildfire-prone areas. The focus here is on what's called Zone 0, or the first 5 feet around your home. So why this area? Because research, fire science, and experience shows that this is the most critical area for protecting your home, your neighbors' homes, and the community around you. It's where wind-blown embers are most likely to land and where homes are vulnerable to ignition. To tackle this, starting last year, a Board of Forestry and Fire Protection subcommittee and communities across the state have held more than a dozen public workshops and attended numerous community meetings, town halls, and neighborhood walking tours. The subcommittee listened to and read thousands of public comments and then introduced 4 different approaches to regulating Zone 0 for discussion and fine-tuning in October 2025. Through this process, we've listened to you, along with scientists, fire professionals, and community members to consolidate this far-reaching feedback and these 4 approaches into a single option for the board's Zone 0 subcommittee's consideration. This includes proposing a set of standards and requirements for what a Zone 0 regulation includes and looks like. As we release the latest rule draft this month, here are the details. The new Zone 0 regulation applies to homes in what are classified as high fire hazard severity zones across the state. For new construction, these rules would take effect immediately. For existing homes, there's a 3-year phase-in period of education and support to give homeowners time to adapt. So more specifically, what does this mean for you and your neighbor's property? First, this version of Zone 0 regulations is designed to protect the most flammable parts of structures, such as vents, eaves, windows, and the base of walls. It will involve keeping the area closest to your home clear of combustible materials. That includes flammable things like mulch, fallen leaves, wood piles, and debris, especially on roofs and in gutters. All things many people already do. Next, you would create a minimum of 1-foot buffer zones with no combustible material, including vegetation or other materials. Think of it as a smaller safety zone directly around your home, free from fire hazards. We've heard feedback requesting that we integrate Zone 0 with the built environment, and this does just that by addressing one of the easiest and most effective actions anyone can do for their home. Not allowing an environment where embers accumulate at the base of the wall and then ignite, trap heat, or elevate upward into eaves, vents, or ultimately your home. This also gives the homeowner more discretion because it responds to the actual design of the house. More specifically, this includes the area within 1 foot of your home or out to the edge of your roof line or eave. 1 foot is the minimum requirement, but if your eaves are larger, then it would apply to the full size of your eaves, extending to their endpoint. It also includes areas within 2 feet of windows, doors, and vents, and within 5 feet of attached decks or stairs. These buffers are designed to protect the most vulnerable parts of your home because the focus here is on the flammability of your structure and the actions you can take to safeguard these areas and your home. But not everything has to be removed. Far from it. Trees are allowed, but the regulation under consideration requires that they be maintained. This means trimming lower branches closest to the ground to reduce fire spread, or what we call ladder fuels. This also means branches must be kept 5 feet away from the top of roofs and 10 feet from chimneys, which is also an existing statutory requirement. And old dead limbs and branches must be removed. Some non-woody plants are also allowed within Zone 0 under the proposal, as long as they're smaller, well spaced, and well maintained, like flowers, succulents, ground covers, grass, and potted plants in non-combustible containers. Grass and lawns would also be permitted up to the safety zone, but again, no vegetation or combustible materials are allowed in the safety zone under your eaves. For structures like fences and sheds, this proposed Zone 0 approach would also require no combustible materials, including sheds made from combustible materials, within 5 feet of your home. This also means incorporating a metal gate or fence panel where the fence connects to the house. This could also include using non-combustible fencing, such as metal or concrete, for a 5-foot span where fences connect to a structure. No new combustible fences or sheds are allowed in the Zone 0 area, and no changes to fence requirements have been made outside of Zone 0. Lastly, we understand communities are different. There is flexibility for local communities to make decisions based on what works best for them. Please keep in mind that inspections will also be conducted by your local fire professionals who understand your vegetation types and the condition of your trees. This provides local flexibility and discretion. Local fire agencies may also allow some flexibility based on local conditions, as long as safety is maintained and the local community can show that their actions will have the same safety impact as these statewide rules. And most importantly, these rules would be phased in with a focus on education and progress, not penalties. Inspectors throughout the state want to work with you on a reasonable and sensible plan for your home, one that is both affordable and keeps your neighbors safe from wildfire. Zone 0 is about giving your home, your neighborhood, and your community a fighting chance to survive a wildfire. It is a critical part of a prepared community. This video has been produced to help interpret rule text that we know can be difficult to read and to help provide clear guidance on how to make small changes over time. Even slight changes around your home can make a big difference. Learn more about the details of what's included in this draft regulation, get involved, and help shape the final rules. Because wildfire safety, prevention, and protection is everyone's responsibility.